Well, I kind of feel bad. I don't have quite as depressing a story as everybody else does. But I did want to let people know, let you kind people that have come to listen to us know that even having insurance is not always what it's cracked up to be. I had to sell my business to help take care of my father. So I've been staying home taking care of him. I was able to, when I had owned my own business, I was able to get the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama that was made available for people that were either unemployed or had jobs that didn't provide insurance. I had to pay it out of my own pocket. At that time, the premiums ran about $125 a month. They've now gone up to $300 a month. The deductible has gone from $500 a year to $2,500 a year. Last year, I had to have knee surgery. It was going to be covered by my insurance. However, when I sat down and figured up what I had to pay in my premiums last year and my deductible, before Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama kicked in a single penny for any of my medical care, I had to cough up $6,100. They do not cover dental. They do not cover vision. They do not cover mental health. They don't cover my I don't believe that they don't cover my prescriptions. That all has to come out of my own pocket. I have spoken to my GP about this, and we started the conversation with, I asked her, what's Obamacare doing to you? Because I had heard that this was going to be bad. I'm not going to talk politics. I'm not going to talk politics. No. I'm not going to go talk politics. But we got to talking about medical care for people and things like that. And one of the things that she has had to resort to doing is, for one of the prescriptions I receive, she has to write it as an off-label use, because if she tells them why I take it, then they're saying, no, you can't even offer this service to your patients. You have to refer them. In addition to having the knee surgery last year, I'm the proud owner of kidney stones. Started those out 5 years ago on a trip to New York City. Great place to come down with kidney stones. I didn't know what was wrong. I was with my sister. She just thought I was being the whiny little sister. Got home, went to my GP, and she said, well, it's either kidney stones or you're dehydrated. Let's pump you full of water for the week and drink all the fluids you can. And if you don't get better, then I have to refer you to a urologist, because I'm not allowed to diagnose kidney stones, because she'd only spent 4 years in medical school. Anyway, by the end of the week, I was in so much pain that I had to go to the emergency room, get a CAT scan done. The doctor there, bless his heart, wrote me a prescription for medication, pain medication, and he said, you keep this with you wherever you go, whatever you do, so that the next time a stone passes, you've got something to take right then and there, and that'll get you through until you can get to the doctor's office and talk to them, so you don't have to come back to the ER. Well, that has worked great up until 2 years ago, passing stones. Talked to my GP. She said, let me refer you to a urologist, because I can't send you for a CAT scan, because I'm not allowed to diagnose kidney stones. So I went to the urologist. He did the CAT scan. He looked at the CAT scan and said, did you know you have kidney stones? You've already passed this one. Come back if you ever pass another one. No prescription, no recommended dietary changes, nothing. Come back if you have this problem again. Well, last month at 2:30 in the morning, I passed another kidney stone. I would have done anything to have his home phone number, to call up and say, okay, passing it. Well, I got up, I took that leftover medication from 5 years ago, which had expired, but no sense throwing away good drugs. Took the medication, the stone passed, I was fine, no problem. Well, a week ago, started passing another stone on the weekend. So I took out my expired medication, took the medication, felt okay. The next night, once again, 2:30 in the morning, passing another stone. Take the medication, and I thought, I'm running out of this. I need to get in and get some more. Since I'd had such poor luck with the urologist, I went back to my GP. I took the 2 prescription bottles that I had from when I went to the emergency room, and I said, look, can you re-prescribe these 2 medications for me so that the next time I have a kidney stone pass, I don't have to go. It's stupid for me to go to the emergency room. I know what it is. I walk in and tell them, hey, I'm passing a stone. And it does get you to the head of the line. They put me ahead of a kid that got stabbed, because much more painful to pass a kidney stone. But, it's absurd to have to run up those prices, waste an emergency room doctor's time. We know what it is. We know that the only thing they can really do to treat it is do the pain medications. If it doesn't pass, then you can go for lithotripsy or something. But I don't need that. So my doctor looked at the prescriptions, and she said, well, one of these medications, there's a problem. They've changed, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama has changed how we can prescribe this medication. It can be given as a shot. It can be given in an IV. It can be prescribed as a pill. But for the pharmacy to fill your prescription, you have to receive a shot of it or in an IV within the previous 24 hours. So for me to get the prescription filled, they have to give me a shot of a pain medication, but the stone had already passed. I was trying to get something for future use. And she said, and I said, well, what good does that do me? Because I'd have to go to the emergency room to get the shot, to get the prescription, to go get the medicine. And I asked her, I said, well, if I'm passing a stone in the middle of the day, can I just run into your office and go and get the shot? And she said, yes, please do. Yeah, come on. And she said, I'll go ahead. And it's a non-narcotic medication. Okay, this is not hard drugs. And I wasn't asking for a prescription for 30 or 60 or even one that was refillable. I asked for, 10 so that I can get through a vacation without having to run to an emergency room for something that I know what it is. So she wrote me the prescription. She also wrote me a prescription for another medication, a pain medication, the Tylenol 3 or whatever, I don't know, that she can't write a refill for. She wrote the other prescription and she said, they probably won't fill it because you haven't had the shot. Well, I lucked up, knock on wood. Good old Target Pharmacy, they went ahead and filled it, of course, because between me and my dad and my sister, we're there every day. And part of the problem with this is, once again, I sold my business, and as y'all know with the market today, finding a job, a good job, is extremely difficult. I have a part-time job, pays an average of a whopping $75 a week. That covers my insurance and nothing else. I keep the job to cover my insurance while I look for a full-time, I have a master's degree. I'd like to put it to use. But like I said, it's when you've got to come up with a bare minimum of $6,100 before your insurance company will chip in a dime, that's a problem. That's a problem. And it's not just a problem for me. I cannot imagine some of these, and their families and things, how much they're struggling with that. And I, as an individual, can't change it, but perhaps talking to some people that can, that know the connections, that have the power, perhaps you guys can help us out with this. Okay? Thank you very much.